Hello everyone, today I will be talking about the good old-fashioned Dust 514. I've been spending quite a lot of time playing this game. About like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I've played it consistently almost every day, and after playing that much time, I can confidently say this is one of the worst shooters I have ever played. At first, when I started playing this, I thought, wow, this is going to be great. It's very complex, it's cool looking, it's free, there's a lot to it. And then once I started really getting into the gameplay and dismissing the fact that, okay, I'm a beginner, the first few matches are going to suck. Once I get the hang of it, it'll be better. After putting hours and hours and a few days into the game, I can confidently say it's not a good game. It's free. That's the big redeeming quality about it, is it's free. So it's not like you have to pay $60 or €60 or whatever it might be. You can just download it for your PS3 and play it and not have to spend any money. Or you can choose to spend some money to unlock more skills and weapons and so on, but it's really not worth it for this style of game. So this is just a match I did. I believe this is a skirmish. And granted, I am not fantastic at shooters, but like as you can see here, like he just runs into me, moves around me, and it's like this is something that happens time and time and time again, where it's like, okay, they're better, but come on, it's clearly like this should be my kill, it should be simple, and they either have a higher powered gun, they have crazy armor, they just find weird ways around things that should be definite. Like, I got that kill, and then I jumped. Before I even hit the ground, I was dead. That is just ridiculous, like how high-powered the weapons are, and how low-powered your armor is, for a beginner at least. And then there's players where you can empty out 2 entire clips into them, and they won't die. Speaking regarding the heavies, you really do need 2 or 3 guys all working together to take down a heavy. It's unreal. It's like the heavies from Left 4 Dead. You can't take them on solo. It's nearly impossible. So this match, I didn't do that great. I think I ended with like 5-13, but I think it demonstrates the issues with this game. Like, it's aiming in this game is a joke. You're better off not even aiming, but I always feel obligated to aim to get that accurate shot, but in reality it's probably not even a good idea unless you're really far out from the enemy. If you're close to the enemy, just don't aim. I'm guessing that's what the opposing team did, and they crushed me. In this area, for instance, you're gonna see me and a bunch of guys just take down or try to take down the opposing team, and it's just ridiculous the amount of explosions and bullets you pump into them, and they just won't die. Like right there, he had half health and a grenade blew up a foot from him and it didn't kill him. That is just ridiculous. And it's just these things that pile up, and it just gets ridiculous, that to the point where you're like, why the fuck am I playing this game? And for me, I think it's the skill complexity and the experience leveling up system that kind of keeps me going back to it. But I'm really on the verge of being done with this game. This game had a lot of potential. Like, I popped it in, I was looking through it when I first started playing, like, this looks cool, this looks like something I'd devote a lot of time to. It has all the makings of a solid shooter, but fails miserably on the gameplay. The most important part of any video game, and especially shooters, is the gameplay. And the gameplay in this game is just horribly unbalanced, does not work correctly or as it should. Um, for instance, that enemy, he just pops up behind me. There's no nothing on the map to show me he's there. And this happens repeatedly. It's like there is no reason to have a map in this game because it doesn't help you. There's no way of tagging people like in Battlefield Bad Company 2 or Battlefield 3 where you can tag it so people can see the enemy on the screen for a short time. They just pop in and out, and there's plenty of times where I aim at my own team just to see if their icon is blue or orange because I really can't tell from a distance who they are. So it seems like the developers spent a lot of time crafting the skill and leveling system, the different types of upgrades and little details on the weapons and how you can upgrade your character, but they completely forgot that if you jump into the game, you're going to get destroyed. You can play for a bunch more hours. You'll still get destroyed. The only real way to play this, to have some chance to, it's not even some chance to win or hold your own, is to play with friends with headsets. It's just very unbalanced. It shouldn't be like this, but it is. It just shows that the developers were playing to a very specific market, maybe the die-hard EVE Online players, because the EVE Online, that game, the developers of that game were the ones that created Dust 514, and I have not played EVE, but it's the complexity and the details is, it's a good indication of, yes, this is like EVE, but EVE is not a first-person shooter, so I think the lack of experience of that really shows that they just couldn't do it. Like right there, I got that kill somehow. I don't think that should have been a kill because that was just shooting randomly, trying to hit something, and that guy almost got my entire health bar down to 0. And this happens frequently. You can, I don't even think shooting at the torso or headshot area matters in this game. If you want to shoot them in the legs, it seems to do the same damage, unless you have a sniper rifle, and if you hit them perfectly in the head, you get a headshot, which is incredibly difficult with the starting sniper rifle in this game, which makes it almost useless. Like, as you can see, I'm shooting this guy. That guy is in a truck, hitting him. It's not killing him. It's like, if you're not playing against people of the same experience and same upgrade and armor style, if they don't have the same equipment as you or similar equipment, and if they have better equipment, they have such a giant advantage over you that it's just incredibly terrible. It just ruins the game. I've played games where it's 16 on 16 and half my team gets some actual points, the other team gets 0, and the opposing team, it's unreal how many points they have. It just shows how unbalanced it is. It's like David versus Goliath, and that happens frequently, and I don't understand or know how they match players in this game. There's no actual level. There's no, I'm a level 5 or level 6. Everyone has just a soldier, and they can upgrade their armor, their weapons, their drop suits. There's a lot of customization, which I have to give them that, but you do need to grind a lot unless you want to spend some money on buying and unlocking equipment. And to get that experience is ridiculously hard because it's hard to win in this game with the amount of over experienced players and all their little goodies and equipment they have. But what are you going to do? So it's here. There's just a giant hill of guys coming down, and The aiming in this game, I don't know what to think of it. It's not great. It's very precise, but enemies do not stay in the same exact spot. They move, and it's hard to move. If you slightly move your analog stick, that really causes difficulty when it comes to accuracy. But you can adjust the sensitivity, which I did recently, and it didn't make that much of a difference, because I do know some people play this game with a mouse and keyboard, which, from what I've heard, that gives players quite a bit of an advantage. Like PC gamers, when they play shooters, they do mouse and keyboard. Console, you generally do with a controller. So if they're using a mouse and keyboard, they could have a very big advantage, but who knows. So as you can see, you aim in their general direction. You have to be incredibly precise. That just makes it more frustrating and difficult, and I understand that you need to be somewhat good at a shooter. You need to aim reasonably well, but in this game it's taken to this degree where you have to be the best at shooting, the best at understanding the map. You have to be the best at understanding the complexity of the skill set and the equipment for your character, and how to maximize the amount of shield you have, maximum amount of ammo and speed you have. All this, it's almost like a giant math problem. And then on top of that, you need to consider, okay, what do the opposing players have? And you really don't know, so you just have to assume, okay, they're going to have better equipment than you. What are you going to do? Just hope for the best. Look at this. I am shooting. Two of my guys are down there, so it's 3 against 1, and nothing. He didn't even get down to a little piece of his health. That happens frequently. It's incredible. But that seems to be Dust in a nutshell. And I just got frustrated at this point where I just wanted to shoot something. You can shoot the warthogs all you want, but it really never does anything. They always get away. And I chase this guy, and I encounter the always lovable Heavy around the corner, who is incredibly difficult to take down on your own. Usually you have to go at him with 2 or 3 teammates, and even then it can be very, very frustrating, because those heavies are extremely overpowered. And I encountered them the first match I started playing this game, and I was just like, okay, that doesn't seem right, but okay, I can deal with it. And it just kept happening over and over. It's just terribly, terribly unbalanced. They could at least add some sort of simple leveling system. Like, I'm a beginner, I'm a level 3. Don't put me with level 20s or level 30s. But they don't seem to do that, because there is no clear leveling system. There's a clear upgrade system and experience system of all the things you can upgrade, but no actual indication of, okay, that guy, he has 30 hours in Dust 514, he's a level 10. I have 10 hours, I'm a level 2. So I don't know how they match players together, and it just makes everything turn into a headache. And this guy, as you can see, is overpowered. I think he takes out my teammate over there. Yeah, as you can, there were 3, maybe 4 players, including myself, trying to take him down. And that's how crazy some of these players are. They're that good and that overpowered where it takes 4 people of probably generally decent skill to take them down. But I don't know, overall, Dust is not a great game. And there's my defeat, my grand defeat. It's free. It looks fine. The visuals are good, but the maps are very dull. It's all brown and grayish. I don't even know the name of the maps. There's no distinctive quality or cool things of each map. As you can see there, 0.38 kill-death ratio. That's very common on mine. You can see 5 and 13. Very good. Thanks for watching.